6th of Frostfall. Despite my weakened state, I managed to hoist myself into the saddle and ride to Winterhold. Thankfully, it was still dark when I arrived, and the townsfolk were asleep. After having an appetizer, dinner, and dessert, I felt much better. I found Karliah's friend Enthir in the inn. He took one look at the journal and informed me that it was written in the Falmer language. Furthermore, he told me that only one person could help translate it. You are Enthir? Calcelmo, the court wizard in Markarth, and foremost scholarly expert on the Dwemer and the Falmer. Sent by Karliah.
Karliah? Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal?
Aye, we recovered it in Snowvale Sanctum. But there's a problem, Enthir.
A problem? Let me see it. Ah, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language.
What? Why would he do that? Ugh. Can you translate it for us?
No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calcelmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. A word of warning. Calcelmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy.
Don't worry, Enthir. I'm good at getting things from people. But, why would Gallus scribe his journal in Falmer?
Besides the fact that there are only a handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language, I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep understanding of the Falmer language. Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details.
If the language is so obscure, how was Gallus able to learn it?
Ironically, I pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to Markarth and Calcelmo. I'm only hoping whatever means he used to learn the language will still be available to you.
Ah, yes. Let us hope so.
Calcelmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
Don't worry, Enthir. I can handle Calcelmo. I couldn't go to Markarth without trying to warn the guild about Mercer. So I rode to Riften and snuck into the cistern, curious to see if our betrayer had returned. He was not there, but neither was Brynjolf. Determined to speak with Brynjolf first, both out of respect and because I trusted that he would know how to handle it, I decided to wait for him. I hung out around town for a couple of days, but Brynjolf never showed. One of my guildmates finally informed me that he was out of town. Since I didn't want to risk having to take on Mercer alone, with just my word against his, I decided to make the trip to Markarth and hoped that I'd have some backup when I returned.
Grelka, can you repair boots?
All right, you crotchety old man. Let's see what Calcelmo, the wizard I needed to translate Gallus's journal, proved difficult, though I did manage to convince him to let me into his Dwemer museum. Greetings, Calcelmo.
Look, I'm very busy, so this better be important.
I'm here to ask you about your research. I hear you are an expert on the ancient Falmer.
Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calcelmo's Guide to the Falmer Tongue. It will revolutionize the way we understand those ancient beings.
Wonderful! I am a budding scholar myself. As a fellow researcher, would you perhaps permit me to view your work?
Preposterous! That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed.
Of course. I understand your hesitation. It's just that, well, I'm such a great admirer of your work.
What kind of a mentor would I be if I denied a potential student a glimpse at his master's ingenuity? Here, this key will provide access to my museum. Feel free to browse for as long as you wish.
Oh, thank you.
However, I must insist that my laboratory remains strictly off-limits.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Calcelmo. You won't regret this. It turned out that the only way to get a translation key for Gallus's journal was to sneak into the wizard's private quarters and find Calcelmo's secret research notes. Now, let's see what we've got in here.
There must be a dozen men of them. Yeah. Calcelmo called in his entire expedition team.
Alright, let's find that laboratory. Up here, yes. This looks like the way. Ah, stupid lock. Ugh, armored guards. Well, I think we'll just sneak around them. Let's see. Guards down there. Let's try some mayhem. And, oh, I wonder what this wheel does. By Stendar. I think that probably took care of them all. It was easy enough, despite all the guards he had inside the place. What do you have, eh? Ah, a key. We might need that, huh? The wizard's balcony? Oh, gods, that is bright. Oof. Now, what is up here? Oh, yes, this looks like a private laboratory. The key was etched into a large stone tablet. Up there. Look at that. Oh, that must be the translation. I made a rubbing with some paper and charcoal. I certainly can't carry that out. But, oh, I know. I'll make a rubbing. There, that should work.
Adriel, what a day.
Uh-oh, who is that? Guards, huh? You know, I think we'll just have you take care of yourselves, eh? Nothing better than watching you fight yourselves. But I think I'll just add a little something to help. Oh, the captain. Here he comes. Oh, but I will be ready. Take that! And that! Are you dead? Oh, yes, okay. And left the city to deliver the copy to Enthir. Then we sneak out the city gates? Nobody the wiser. Instead of going straight to meet him, I decided to try one last time to find Brynjolf before things escalated further. Now, to find these books for Vekkel. Along the way to Riften, I stopped at the other cities to finish up some jobs, and I took the time to collect some books for Vekkel in the ruins of Yvelda. Can I slip around behind you? Nice. Reanimation, eh? Ugh. So, making undead slaves, huh? Oh, not so undead. Arundel, you are one slimy bastard. Even Delvin can't complain about me killing you.
Time to end this.
Here he comes. Damn it! Stop healing yourself. There. A black soul gem. Filled? Oh, you are a right nasty piece of work, aren't you? And the last journal. Ugh. These confessions just make my skin crawl. Oh, look! Another one of those pretty stones. I figured I could use all the goodwill I could muster once I got back. There was no telling what Mercer had been up to in my absence.